my name is Faith Kim. I am your ASB president, and I am here today to answer some frequently asked questions about schedules at Top Beamer High School. The first question, and one of the most important, is what are green days and what are blue days? On green days, you will go to periods 1, 3, 5, and 7, while on blue days, you'll be going to classes 2, 4, 6, and 8. Using this calendar, you can figure out when those days land on. It will usually alternate unless stated otherwise. The next question, and the one that you're probably most interested in, is when is your lunch? What lunch you have will depend on your 5th and 6th period classes. On green days, you will look at your 5th period class to determine what lunch you have, and on blue days, you'll look at your 6th period class to determine what lunch you have. And no, this does not mean you have 2 lunches in one day. You might have 2 different lunches throughout the week based on if it's green day or blue day, or you might even have the same one. When you look at your 5th and 6th period classes, if you have PE, music, class in the black box or in the portables, you'll have first lunch. This means you'll go to lunch first and then go to your 5th or 6th period class. If your 5th or 6th period class is upstairs, that means it starts with the number 2. You will be having second lunch. This means you'll go to that class and then go to lunch in the middle of it and then come back to that class. And finally, if your 5th or 6th period class is downstairs, which means it starts with a 1, you will be having a third lunch. You'll be going to your 5th or 6th period class first, finish it, and then go to lunch. The bell times will vary based on what day it is. We have different bell times on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday compared to Tuesday and Thursday, and this is why. The next couple of questions have to do with advisory. You might ask, who is my advisory teacher? When do I have advisory? And what days do I have advisory? Well, with the normal bell schedule, that'll be starting September 7th. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, there will be no advisory. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we will be having advisory after your 1st or 2nd period class, based on if it's blue day or green day, from 8:47 to 9:19. For the question about who is my advisory teacher and how do you find that on your schedule, I'll be answering that at the end with examples with my own schedule. The next question is, what will early release days look like? Well, early release, based on if it's green day or blue day, you will go to your period 1 or 2 in the morning first. There will be no advisory, and then you'll go to your 3rd or 4th period class, and then you'll go to your 7th and 8th period class, not your 5th or 6th. And then after your 7th or 8th period class is finished, then you'll go to 5th and 6th period, and that will determine when your lunch is at the end of the day. The final question I'm going to be answering is, what will the first few days of school look like? As you can see, the first 3 days are a little bit different compared to the normal schedule. On the first day of school, which is Wednesday, September 1st, you'll be going to advisory in the morning, followed by periods 1 through 4, and then either period 5 or lunch, depending on what lunch you have, and then periods 6 through 8. On the second day of school, it is a green day. You'll be going to advisory, where if you are a freshman or sophomore, be dismissed for an assembly, and then go to periods 1 and 3, followed by lunch for 5th period, and then 7th period. And then on Friday, which is September 3rd, it is a blue day. The same thing will happen, you'll go to advisory, but if you are a junior or senior, be dismissed for an assembly, and then go to periods 2 and 4, and then either go to 6th period or lunch, and then end the day off with 8th period. And now, like I said, I will be explaining all these things with my own schedule, so you can see an example of it. On my schedule, on green days, I'll be going to 1st period, which for me would be meteorology, 3rd period, which for me would be intro to fashion marketing, 5th period, which would be student store, and 7th period, which would be AP Gov. On green days, my lunch would be upstairs, which means it would be second lunch, because if you look at my 5th period, it is in room 203A. For my blue days, I'll be going to 2nd period, which is AP English, Literature, 4th period, which is musical theater, 6th period, which is leadership, and 8th period, which is AP Calculus. For this day, I know my lunch will in fact be first lunch, because You see, my room number is 271. Well, that is the black box. So if you have the room 271, instead of going to second lunch because it's upstairs, it is grouped in with gym, music, and all that kind of stuff. If your 5th or 6th period class looks kind of like this, where it's a number dash a letter, it means it's in the portables. For my advisory class, I can see down at the bottom, it's number 9. It's your SEL CCR class. That's what advisory is. Hopefully that answered most of your questions. If not, that's okay too. We all might be a little bit confused because we haven't been to school in a while. Anyways, I'm super excited to see all of you guys, and make sure to ask any follow-up questions to teachers or other students on the first day of school, and I will see you guys soon.